Okay, fine. So I think, hope everyone watching my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So the first slide which I'm showing to you, right? Business research methods. It is in a SNIST, but as far as JBIT is business research methodology. Okay. So the reference books which I'm suggesting to you, right? 3 books. Okay. One is Business Research Methods, Donald R. Cooper, right? And even one more which is Business Research Methods by Prahalad Mishra, and one more research methodology which is C.R. Kothari, right? I think maybe you come across the C.R. Kothari book in the first semester itself, but the remaining 2 books which we are referring for this business research methods, and little bit concepts or a few concepts which touching which is related to C.R. Kothari. So I'm referring this. These 3 books are standard books for this business research methods. Okay, so see, I have one entire PDF document, right? Not which is related to these authors, right? Which is similar to authors. I will forward that entire book to you, which is covering all your units. Okay, and apart from that, even I have already forwarded to you the first unit material, and even once if I complete my first unit lecture, then I will forward even this PPT also to you. Okay, fine. Now the topics we are going to be discussed in the first unit. So as I already said to you, right? Research concepts, research methodology, approaches to business research, right? And even scientific methods, types of research, research design. So all these concepts was included in our first unit. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, any one of you can please tell me, research is most important one. Why should we do research? Any one of you? Any one of you?
To know the present situations.
Okay, so any one of you can please take an example of this COVID situation and tell me how far it will be added advantage with respect to research.
Because of this COVID, we are discovering new medicines.
Okay, so
in
see,
the medical field.
yeah, when this disease was came out at in the place of China, right? I mean to say about that last year 2019 December, and even we got so many videos, right, from the China. This is what they're suffering, and even they're shivering and they're falling down. I think, hope maybe you come across so many videos, right? So we laughed because they're eating some other uneatable items. Because of that, they're getting some viruses and all those things. Then later on, what happened? Slowly, by the end of March, and even entire world suffering with this suffered and even still suffering, right, with this corona, right? So once it was came, then most of the pharmaceutical industries started their research work. They started the research work to come up with the vaccine. Okay, so what is that research which is talking about? So to gain some knowledge. Okay, so you have one particular problem and you are trying to give solution to that particular problem. That is what we are discussing in this research business research methods. So what is that procedure, and how to identify your problem, and how to come up with a hypothesis, and how you are going to be make objectives, and how your research design should be, and even how to choose statistical tools, right? And based on that, which you are going to be write findings, suggestions, conclusions, and future scope of the research. This is what we are discussing in the entire syllabus. Okay, so now without wasting much time, we'll go ahead. What is research? I already gave to you some basic input to you, right? If any one particular person is doing research, right, so research is indirectly, we may say, about that knowledge acquisition gained. So you are getting some knowledge as of now. Even Savani said when I asked, right, take an example of COVID, right? So when COVID situation was arised, then most of the pharmaceutical industry starting doing research work on this. What about the DNA? Then how to give a solution for this particular problem, and they're working in a different cycles, and final maybe within 1 year, or maybe within 6 months, or maybe within 1 month, we don't know about that, when we are going to be get that vaccine. Still it is going on. So knowledge acquisition gained through reasoning, through intuition, and but most importantly through the use of appropriate methods. Okay, so we are going to be get some knowledge, we are going to be acquired some knowledge through reasoning, right? So some people, they have a inquisitiveness to know about something, they will do some research work, right? And few people, they want to study that particular one and they will do some research work, right? And even we may give any number of examples like this. Okay, so the term research refers to an activity where a study is carried out in a particular discipline. Jayant, do you have any questions?
No, sir, by mistake.
You raised your hand.
Yeah, sir, it is by mistake, sir.
Okay, fine. You don't have any questions, right?
No, sir.
Okay, so what is research? The term research refers to an activity where a study is carried out in a particular discipline. Okay, you take any one discipline which you are doing research work. Now, simple example, right? Maybe in the third semester, end of the third semester, you are going to be start your project work. Maybe if you chosen your elective as a marketing, then you will do research work on marketing. And if anyone opted finance, then you will do your research work on finance. Then if anyone opted of HR, then obviously you are going to be do some research work on HR related activities, right? And even maybe any other stream itself. Take an example of any production related, or maybe operations related, or maybe environmental related, society related, or maybe a product related oriented one. You may take any one type of one and you will do. So the term research refers to an activity whereas a study is carried out in a particular discipline, any one particular discipline. Okay, now, so with this basic, let me explain to you what is research. Okay, according to John W. West, so he defined research as the systematic and objective analysis and recording of controlled observations that may lead to the development of generalizations, principles, or theories resulting in prediction and possibly ultimate control or events. So standard definition which one given by the John W. West, but most important points which he is mentioned here, right? It is a systematic process and it depends upon objective itself. Now see, I have raised one question to you and one of your friends said about that, yes, now everyone, even entire world is suffering with this COVID situation. Now at any cost we need to get vaccine, then only it could be possible us to survive in the coming future, right? Or maybe in the coming generation also may sustain if we get this vaccine. Otherwise maybe everyone or mankind may face so many problems. Okay, so it is a systematic process and even it has some objective. What is the objective here? At any cost we need to get solution for that particular problem. Okay, so it will go in that way and we'll find one particular solution, and that solution should be up to the present and societal related environment. It should be up to the societal related problems, or it should give solution to the societal problems. Okay, and even we may give one more example for what is research, right? Research fulfills the gap of knowledge. So how it is going to be fulfill the gap of knowledge, right? Now see, when this pandemic situation was arised in India, and not only India, in even entire world, we come across so many videos, right? Chinese was come up with a one movie which is called in the year of 1970s itself, they used corona one and all. Even if you get any cold, it is a family of corona itself, but the symptoms is very less here, but the symptoms is very high. So that is only the difference. Okay, so see, if any one particular person is suffering anything, or if any one particular person want to do some research work, then obviously what happened, you are fulfilling that gap. Okay, so you are finding some solution and you are giving a solution, then immediately you are going to be get one more problem and you are adding solution to that. So gap has to be fulfilled. So research fulfills the gap of knowledge. Okay, do you have any questions as of now? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Now, so what are those objectives of research? Okay, so we have different types of objectives of research, right? When you are doing any project work, you have your objective, right? When anyone is doing some pharmaceutical research work, they have certain objective, right? And even if anyone people are doing some research work, they have certain objectives, right? So we'll go ahead with what about those objectives of research. First one, to achieve new insights into a phenomena. To achieve new insights into a phenomena, right? Now let me tell you one thing, right? Last 50 years and 60 years back, right? I'm talking about era of 1940s or 1950s, right? We don't know about landline phones, right? It's difficult to find landline phones. Then at the year of 1970s and 75, then we know very well about the landline phones came, right? Because of BSNL, right? Everyone, even not only even homes, we need to go to the one public booth, and we need to pay the amount. Then they may charge for 1 hour or maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes, like that. If it is a STD call, so and so. If it is local call, so and so. And if it is ISD call, so and so, like that. Then after that, what happened? They identified, right? So see, suppose I want to communicate with Vamshi, okay, your classmate. If he is available in the home, then only I may communicate with him to that through that landline phone. Suppose he went outside, then whoever is going to lift that phone, they may say about that, yes, Vamshi is not available in the home. You please call afterwards, or else once he comes, then I will I will give this information that Sunil sir called you. So please call. Now suppose Vamshi came and Vamshi got that information and Vamshi want to talk with me. Then again one more problem. When suppose he called me in the evening 5 o'clock, but I may not available in the home. Hope you understand the problem here. What is that problem? Hello.
Availabilities.
Availability. Is it possible with you to move around with the landline phone wherever you are going?
No.
Then immediately, right, communication departments and communication industries, they found one alternative, that is called pager. Did you ever heard about this word, pager? What do you mean by pager? Hello, did you heard? Any one of you?
No, sir.
So see, they found one pager just like a small pouch type of one, right? So you may keep that in your packet, right? Or maybe in your wallet, right? It's just like your wallet purse size, right? So if I want to communicate to Vamshi, then I will send message, only message. Then he will get that message. Okay, hi Vamshi, where are you? Then immediately he will get, because he is carrying that. Okay, so they found one alternative. Then from there again, okay, you may send only message, but you may not talk. So how to come across that? Then slowly Motorola come up with a one. How many of you know that? Which is even still we know very well about that. It's just a brick type of oriented one. Even if I throw that and even if I hit anyone, then definitely phone will be work. Okay. Then they come up with the one alternative, which is called mobile phones, right? Then initially they use for communication purpose, then after that messages, then after that videos, then after that photos, then after that everything. Right now, if you have mobile phone in your palm, then you can do anything. You can do bank transactions, you can talk with anyone, you can send messages. Now communication is very fast right now. Okay, so to achieve new insights into phenomena, to know about the existing phenomena, so see, understanding the present situation at the time of landline, and after that pager, and after that how to give a solution, how to reach customer. So to know about the existing phenomena, to know extent of cause or effect variables, right? And even to establish relationship between variables, and which is a smart, which I'm talking about. Your objective should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. When you are doing any research work, your objective should be a specific. You should have a clarity on that. That objective should be specific, and it should be measurable, and it should be attainable, it should be realistic, and it should be time bound. Now, I will tell you one thing, how it will be realistic means. Okay. Sunil sir want to travel from one place to another place. It may be possible. It's realistic. It's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Clear? But Sunil sir want to go and stay in the a premises of sun in the sky. Is it possible? Any one of you?
No, sir.
Why it is no? Because it is not realistic oriented one, right? So we need to work more on that. And what about time bound? No one will say about that. And even if you want to try some millions of kilometers itself, then you will blast, right? Because we know very well about the radius and even the heat which it is going to be generated. Okay, so your objectives should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. So we have different types of concepts in the research, so we'll discuss those concepts. Okay, so let me explain to you some more basic information, what is concept and what is variables and what is construct and everything. Okay, so what is concept? So a concept is a bundle of meanings or characteristics associated with certain events, objects, conditions, situations, and behavior. Okay, so which you are assigning some meanings or characteristics or maybe events or maybe objects or maybe conditions or maybe situations or maybe behaviors, right? So one concept. Now I may say that one marketing company come up with one particular concept, right? It may be an event, it may be an object, it may be a condition, it may be a situation, or it may be a behavior, or maybe a bundle of meanings. Okay, concepts have been developed over time through shared usages. Now, based on market condition, based on society reactions, or based on research work, this concept is going to be changed. Okay, now see, previously we don't have a touch screens. When the mobile phones was launched, right? So only two buttons which is available, which one is a red button and green button. Okay, then after that what happened? So many buttons added, and now we are depending upon touchscreen itself. Okay, so concepts have been developed over time through shared usages. Depends upon the usages, it is going to be changed, and concepts are our building blocks, right? So you may decide where to start and where to stop. Okay, so if you know very well about that, what is your objective and what is your condition and what is your event or what is your behavior, then based on that you may easily block that particular one. It has certain building blocks, right? Concept, abstract reality, we may say that concept is also abstract reality. Okay, a theoretical concept must be tied to observable operations that any person can observe or perform. Okay, any theoretical concept must be tied to observable operations that any person can observe or perform. Okay, so if you're talking about any theoretical concept, it has to be tied up with the observable operations that any person can observe or perform. Okay, so that any person can observe that theoretical concept or perform that theoretical concept. Hope you understand. I think I'm not going fast, right? Any one of you? Shall I go slow or is it fine?
Fine, sir.
Okay, now even see, the success of research hinges on two important things here: how clearly we conceptualize. Now I say to you here, right? So theoretical concept or conceptualization is the most important one. Okay, your research work depends upon how well or how clearly you conceptualized your research work. So if you have an idea what you are doing, then only it could be possible to you. If you know the problem, then you will try to give a solution to that particular one. If you did not understand that particular problem, then you will do something, and that answer or that solution may not be matched with your problem. Okay, so how well others understand the concepts we use is also most important one. Okay, so you may understand the concept in different way, but at the same time your concept has to be reachable to each and everyone. How well others understand the concepts we use is also depends upon a success which you are going to be get in your research work. Okay, so how clearly we conceptualize and how well others understand the concepts which we created or which we use. Okay, now we discussed one basic information right? In the initial classes itself, what is concept? Okay, in the coming classes, randomly or frequently, which I'm going to be use concept or conceptualization or maybe a construct or maybe variables, you should be understand. Again, I'm not going to be remember, or again, I'm not going giving a hint to you. So you should link the concepts which I'm talking about. Okay, clear? So now next, construct word. Okay, which is basic terminology. I'm getting some disturbance from other side. Please mute yourself. Sai, I'm getting disturbance from Sai. Right? Okay. So what is construct? Now see, I'm going to give an example here. The presentation quality is a construct which is formed by combining concept of typed speed, format, accuracy, etc. Presentation quality is a construct which is formed by combining concept of typing speed, format, accuracy. Now I'm using two words here, concept and construct. Any one of you can please tell me what is this? Now let me explain to you. See, to know about the presentation quality, right, definitely I need to depend upon, right, typing speed, format and accuracy. Now let us take an example. Suppose I want to know about any one particular person learned to type, or maybe you are typing by using keyboard, right? So I'm checking your presentation quality. That is my construct. To know about your presentation quality, right, so I have to depend upon, right, or I need to get data from these concepts, which is your typing speed is one variable, and the format which you used, is it a Times New Roman, or maybe we have different types of formats, right? Times New Roman or Arial or something else, we have n number of one, right? What type of format you are using, and accuracy, right? Suppose few people, those who know typewriter, then they may type very fastly. Those who does not know typewriter, they may use only two fingers only. It will take time. So to know about your presentation quality, right, so I need to depend upon three concepts, right? One is typing speed, one is format, and one is accuracy. So concepts which I'm talking about here, or maybe variables which I'm talking about here, either it may be a typing speed, format, or accuracy, to know about presentation quality. So quality, presentation quality is my construct. Hope you understand. Any questions? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
So a construct is an image or idea specifically invented for a given research and or theory building purpose. Okay, so when you are doing any research work, right, most probably it's called theory building and theory creating. Okay, theory building or theory related, theory created oriented one. Okay, so we have different types of concepts again, so I don't want to confuse you to explain about all those concepts. For your PG level, this is enough. Okay, a construct is an image or idea specifically invented for a given research or a theory building purpose. So you want to build or develop a theory. For that you are developing a one construct. Okay, so you want to know about presentation quality. To know about presentation quality, then again you need to depend upon typing speed of that particular person and what type of format he's using, and what about his accuracy is the most important one. Okay, so we build constructs by combining the similar concepts. Now see, to know about this presentation quality, I'm depending upon this typing speed, format and accuracy. Okay, so when the idea or image we intended to convey is not directly subject to observations. Okay, now let me show you one example here, right? Hope maybe you are going to be understand. Okay, see, construct A, construct B, this is called a proposition, right? Again, for the PhD purpose is the most important one. For the PG purpose, not important, but let me explain to you. one construct, either it may be independent variable, right? As per the PG level, I may say about to you variables only, independent variable or maybe dependent variable, right? So if you are developing any hypothesis between these two, right, this is called empirical plane. Suppose if you come up with a construct A and a construct B and you are developing something relationship between these two, it is called proposition. This is called theoretical plane. Okay, clear? Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Now, as of now, we discussed what is research, and after that we discussed about concept. After that we discussed about construct. Now we are discussing about definition. Okay, so see few important points which I'm talking about. Okay, there are various types of definitions. The most familiar are dictionary definitions, but these are not adequate for research. So n number of definitions we have, but those are not adequate. Few people may say about that it's filling the gap or so and so like that. So operational definitions is a definition stated in terms of specific testing criteria or operations related oriented one. Now even we are talking about operation research, the same thing, right, which is term specific testing criteria related oriented one, right? The purpose of operational definition is to provide an understanding and measurement of concepts. So when you are defining anything, or the purpose of operational definition is to provide an understanding and measurement of concepts. So you are measuring concepts. Okay, so we already come across what is concept. Clear? So example, higher income level more than rupees 8 lakhs, middle income level between rupees 3 to 8 lakhs. So I'm defining that. Higher income level means my definition which is related to more than 8 lakhs, which I presumed like that in my study. Okay, middle income level, I gave one word. Then again middle income, what is it, 0 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 20,000 or 1 lakh or 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs? So between rupees 3 lakhs to 8 lakhs. So that I defined again here. Then lower income level, so I presumed lower income level and I defined below rupees 3 lakhs. Okay, so this is my statement, and which is I gave a definition for that particular one. Below rupees 3 lakhs, which is comes under lower income level, and between rupees 3 to 8 lakhs, which is comes under middle income level, and more than rupees 8 lakhs, which is going to be come under higher income levels. Clear? Now as of now we discussed concept, construct, definition, and the most important one, which is variable. Okay, now based on this, I already explained to you this. Typing speed is one variable, format is one variable, accuracy is one variable based on this example. Okay, so like that in your research work you need to identify most important variables. Suppose anyone, let us take an example, marketing guy, he want to know about attitude or behavior or personality, or maybe a customer loyalty, or maybe brand perception, or maybe a how many customers are interested to buy online, or how many customers are still preferring offline, and how many customers or how many consumers or how many youngsters are interested to use Apple mobile phone, why people are buying Apple mobile phone. So if I give n number of examples like that, then in that particular problem, then you need to identify most important variables. Okay, now we'll discuss those variables. What are those? Okay, see, variable is used as synonym for construct or property being studied. Now one more basic information which I'm giving, even in the coming classes, if I use variable or construct, is similar itself. Okay, so for PG level, so I'm not confusing you, right? So just I gave an information to you what is construct, but for you please remember variable, that's it. Okay, so a variable is a symbol to which numerals or values are assigned. Okay, so see, some variables are dichotomous. Okay, what are those dichotomous means? Which is only two values reflecting, which is only two values reflecting the presence or absence of the property. Now let us take an example, employed and unemployed. Okay, employment, I want to know about how many of them are employed in my project work. Then I may ask, Are you employed or unemployed? Or what you are doing? Right? Can I know your economical status? Gender. Then I have only two options, male and female, right? So how many options I can give? Which is dichotomous, 2. Even you can come across with one more point here, but that is not added advantage now, right? So some variables are dichotomous, have only two values. Only two values. That is called dichotomous, right? Di means 2. Okay. Some variables are discrete, which produce data that fit into categories such as demographic variables of religion, right? Hope you know very well about that, what I'm talking about. So some variables are discrete, which produce data that fit into categories such as demographic variables of religion. Now if I ask a question, religion, what is your religion, right? Maybe I'm going to give you options like this. Is it maybe Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or Jain, or maybe Sikh, or maybe a Parsi, or something else like that? Okay. And even we have some variables are continuous. It's too early to say about to you. This again, which I am going to be explained to you in the next unit, right? We have measurement scales, right? I say to you already, right? Nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. That 4 is the most important one, right? So some variables are continuous variables, which may take on values within a given range, or in some cases an infinite set. Income, it may start from 0 to, right? Your income may be a 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Temperature, maybe again, okay? Is it 30 degree or 40 degrees or 20 degrees or 25 degrees or minus? Age, is it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 100 years? That's a continuous. Okay, clear? Do you have any questions as of now? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Yeah. Now, most important variables which I'm going to be talk. Most probably you are going to be use these variables only in your research work or maybe in your project work. Okay. Independent variable, variable that cause outcomes. Independent variable, variable that cause outcomes. Okay. Any one of you can please give an example for independent and dependent variable? How many of you remember I asked the same question? How many of you are smokers in the class? Right? I think hope I asked this question when I was explaining to you the unit 1 to unit 5 concepts which was included in our syllabus last week. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now suppose any one particular person is smoking 10 cigarettes every day, right? Getting of cough is dependent on how many cigarettes is smoking. Now any one of you can please tell me, cough is a dependent variable or independent variable?
Dependent.
Cough is a dependent variable on what? On what?
Cigarette.
Cigarettes. Exactly. Good. Okay. Suppose Sunil is smoking 1 cigarette today, then maybe I'm not going to get any cough. Suppose if I'm smoking 2 cigarettes or 3 cigarettes or 4 cigarettes or 10 cigarettes, or I'm a chain smoker, then definitely I may get affected with the cough. So cigarette consumption is an independent variable, and adverse effect by consumption or by smoking of cigarettes, right, which is called dependent variables. So here cough is a dependent variable. Cough is a dependent on how many cigarettes you are smoking. Hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
So variable that cause outcomes, independent variable. Dependent variable, the outcomes that depended on the independent variable. Okay. Now we have one more variable which is called intervening or mediating variable. Okay, variables that stand between the independent and dependent variables is called mediating variable. Okay, now let me tell you one thing, right? Best example, suppose after MBA, most probably boy or maybe a girl is going to get married, right? Before marriage, you are independent. Okay, after marriage, you are depending on, or your decision is depending on your wife or maybe a husband. True? Is it true? Yes or no? Come on, guys.
Yes, sir, it is true.
It's true, right? So you are independent before marriage, but after marriage, even suppose if you want to take any decision, then obviously what happened? Maybe your decision influenced by husband, or maybe a husband decision influenced by wife. Okay, so suppose, see, boy before marriage, he may listen mother words or father words. Now once marriage over, then mother-in-law in between, or maybe a daughter-in-law in between. So now mother want to talk with a boy, or maybe a daughter want to talk with their parents, and in between husband or maybe wife will stand. Suppose boy may say, right, I want to give something to my mother, then immediately wife may say about that. Now why is it necessary to give? Who is here wife? Is it a mediating variable? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So my decision influenced by someone, which is a mediating, okay, intervening or mediating variable. So to make you clear, I'm taking this example. Okay, so mediating variable is a variables that stand between the independent and dependent variable. I will give even few more examples. I will show you. Okay. Now moderating variable. So what is this moderating variable? Which modifies the original relationship between independent and dependent variable. Now let me tell you one thing. Wife and husband always knows very well about that they will quarrel 24/7. Yes or no? Of course, it's not right question to you ask. For me, 24/7. Just take an example, Sunil sir itself, 24/7 will quarrel. Now see, maybe my parents or maybe her parents may come in between. Now in between relatives will come, right? So now my example here, relatives, which is a moderating variables, modifies the original relationship between the independent and dependent variable. Rather than solving the problem, these relatives may create more problems. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it true?
100% true, sir.
Exactly. Right? Hope you understand. Now my example, which one is independent, which one is dependent, which one is mediating, and which one is moderating variable. Okay. Now extraneous variables we have are not part of the research design, are not part in the problem, right? So relatives are not part in the problem, though the family members were considering, but the friends may come, or maybe neighbors may come, right? Or maybe other people, those are not at all in related to that particular problem, they may involve, right? Are not part of the research problem or research design, but may have an impact on the dependent variable. Okay, hope you understand. So to make you clear, I have taken this simple example. Okay, independent variable, dependent variable, mediating variable, moderating variable, and extraneous variable. So we have only 5 variables. Okay, so even in your research work also, you may use or you may depend upon all these variables itself. Independent, dependent, mediating variable is also called intervening variable, or moderating variable. We have one more, or extraneous variables. Okay, now in a smoking cigar example, extraneous variables, right? Now though you are smoking more cigarettes, and extraneous variable may be which is health condition, or maybe a environment, or maybe a pollution, right? And even we know very well about that, due to this pandemic situation, those are suffering with the asthma related one, they are most affected, or maybe those who have less immunity power, they get affecting. Hope you know, right? The same thing, right? We may take a number of example. So all these variables which you are using in your project work or in your thesis work or when you are doing any research work, you should know which one is your independent variable, which one is dependent variable, which one is a mediating variable, and which one is a moderating variable, and which one is extraneous variable, and how many variables we have. Clear? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Shravani want to join now? Shravani Golla. Now already time up. Okay, so now let me show you one best example. Okay, now see, most of you under depression, exams, and the moment department said to you, exams, no, how come it's possible, right? So dependent, so independent, which is stress, sleep disorders, or maybe troubled adolescence. So best example which suit to you, I have taken example here. So all these are the 3 independent variables, right, which causes something which is called depression. Okay, just I'm taking an example here to make you clear. So how many independent variables which I have here?
3.
3, right? One is stress, one is sleep disorder, and one is troubled adolescence, right? So I have a 3 independent variables here, right, which may causes depression. So if I'm in a stress, then it may causes depression. If I'm not sleeping very well and always chatting with a friend 24/7, this is the most passionate oriented one right now is going on. Even my son is also implementing the same thing, right? And even troubled adolescence is also the same one, so which causes the depression. Okay, clear? Hope you understand independent and dependent variables. Now see mediator. Okay, so see, I gave so many examples, but let me show to you, right? So this is independent and this is dependent variable. Okay, this is x is independent variable and y is a dependent variable. Okay, so if it is, you want to find out relationship, direct relationship, you can find, this is called C. But whereas in between these two, independent and dependent, you have one more variable which is called mediator. Okay, so it will not go like this. This is one direction, and suppose if it is going like this, which I gave, right, here mother and here daughter or son, and he already married. So if it is a daughter, then husband is a mediator, or if it is a son, daughter-in-law, or maybe a wife is a mediator, right? So decision may go like this or may go like this. Hope you understand. Okay, then moderator, we have one more variable. So see, exam score is a dependent variable, and independent variable, how many hours of hours you are spending to study on any one particular subject. Now let us take an example, VRM itself. Okay, you spend only 1 hour every day, maybe you are going to get good score. Suppose you spent only 0 hour at the time of examination, one day batting or night out with the friends, then definitely that score is going to be depend upon how much time you spent on the subject. Then in between, moderator, which is IQ. Suppose even if you want to start study 1 day before itself, but if you have a good IQ, then you will cover entire concepts. But few students that they doesn't have a strong IQ, then even if they spend hours together, but they may not complete at least 1 unit or 2 units. Clear? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, now same example which I gave to you: smoking, lung cancer, independent variable, dependent variable, air pollution. Okay, exogenous variables. So like that we may give any number of examples like this, right? Okay, now let me explain to you research process. So before starting any research, it should follow certain process, right? So how it look like? Now it look like this. So first point, which is research idea, From there to review of literature or literature review, then theoretical formulation of the research problem. So your BRM syllabus is depend upon this cycle itself, entire this cycle. So we'll talk each and every concept in your syllabus from unit 1 to unit 5. Okay, so you need to get an idea, research idea. How we are going to get research idea? Few people may observe the environment and they may get some idea. Yes, we can do like this. Okay, now I gave an example. So in those days, people are not familiar, or people are not comfortable with the landline phones. Then it leads to pagers, and even pagers only communication and even messages. Then is it possible with us without using wire? They come up with the mobile phones, and even not operating with the buttons. Then is it possible with the touch screen? They come up, and even a camera they included, and it was replaced. Right now mobile phone. Okay, in the olden days camera is a one other product, but what about right now? Is there anyone using exclusively for cameras until unless if there's any grand functions or celebrations? Maximum we are depending upon our mobile phones itself. Okay, so few people may get an ideas like that, but whereas few people extensively depend upon review of literature. They read review of literature, they identified the gap, and based on that they will get an idea. Okay, then they may develop theoretical formulation of the research problem. They identify by reading the review of literature one particular problem and identifying a problem. Then they may come up with the research questions based on the problem. Okay, this is my question, I need to give a solution. Then how it is working on, right? Then how to give a solution for that. So you may frame different types of questions, research questions, empirical research questions. Okay, each and every concept which was included in your syllabus from unit 1 to unit 5. Okay, so empirical research questions, once if you come up across the empirical research questions, then after that which you are going to come up with the research design, which is plan, how to start, when to start, right? How to collect data, and who is your customers, your sample size, right? How it is going to be collected, how it is going to be analyzed, and everything. So you have a conceptual framework, right? So when to start and how to close that, and how to use different types of techniques, and by using different types of techniques, then how to give a solutions. Everything which is going to be included in the research design, right? Even in the first unit it was included. We'll discuss that point also. Okay, now once if you done this research design or research planning, then data collection. So you will collect data by depending upon either maybe primary source of primary source or maybe secondary source. As I already said to you, primary source may be a questionnaire or maybe interviews or so on. So then secondary data, which is already printed material available or maybe books available, then you will collect the data. Okay, so you will collect the data either maybe depending upon primary data or maybe secondary data. Then next, data analysis. So before doing data analysis in your project work, most of the students blindly they may apply either maybe one sample t-test or maybe two sample t-tests or maybe correlation or maybe regression, or maybe if you have a good idea, then again you will go with the regression or like that. But before applying any statistical technique, there is a logic behind that. We'll discuss that points also in the coming classes. Okay, so if it is a nominal, then what type of test? If it is a ordinal, then what type of test? If it is a categorical variable, what type of test we need to apply? If it is numerical and even metric data, then what type of test? So there is a logic behind that. We'll discuss that also. So if you understand this process, then your project work in the final semester may be for you cakewalk. If you did not understand this procedure, and if you take it light of this BRM subject, then when you are doing project work, again you need to read all these points itself. So it is better. There is a link to do your project work. So please focus on this particular subject. It is added advantage to you when you are doing project. Clear? So data collection, data analysis. So we'll do data analysis. Then while doing data analysis, after that, which we are going to get some results, then we are giving answers the empirical research questions. So we framed the questions, right? So based on that, we come up with the hypothesis and we applied some techniques. Then once if you applied techniques, then you are going to get the answer, whether the hypothesis is accepted or rejected. Okay, so based on that, you are writing theoretical interpretations of the results. Okay, then comparison with the earlier research work. So if it is any similar kind of work is already did, what about their results and what about your results? Is it any changes? Then based on that, you are going to be give a conclusion. That's it. Even this is what even you are doing in your project work. Introduction, review of literature, research methodology. It is called up to here research methodology, right? Then after that, data analysis and interpretation, finding, suggestion, conclusion. This is what even you are doing in the final semester also. Do you have any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
Everyone sleeping?
No.
No? Fine. So, shall I ask you questions before closing? One or two? Yes or no? If you say yes, I will ask. If you say no, no, I will close. Choice is yours.
No, sir.
No. Okay, good. Fine. So, shall we meet tomorrow morning QABD 2 hours?
Yeah, sir. Definitely.
Wednesday, right? Tomorrow? 14.
So,
Yeah.
actually, you have forwarded us first unit PDF.
Mm-hmm.
We only have one topic which is correlated for our syllabus. All the others are not included in our syllabus. I just
Shravani, let me tell you. See, you are checking with the concept to concept. That's it. Because you don't have any logic and idea behind that. Okay. So you are checking that. So points which is mentioned in that PDF, right, which is covering a first unit concepts only, and that too how it is covering, then I will correlate and I will explain to you also. Okay. So the basic information was given in the first unit, which I have forwarded to you, right, PDF file. So what is research, characteristics of research, objectives of research, researcher objectives, and everything. Okay. That is also the most important one. Just go ahead. It will give an added advantage to you. See, the student will refer. So in the syllabus, you will go ahead like this, right? Obviously, you will go like this, right? So research concepts. Okay, where is concept? That's it, right? Research methodology. Where is research methodology? That's it.
doing it according to our exams. Here we are asking that I'm not finding all those things.
Yeah.
Because it's a high time and we need to cope up with all the subjects, not only BRM. That is what I'm saying. We are not finding it. I did for 2 times. I checked it for 2 times, but I didn't get it. That is the reason I'm asking now.
Okay. Now listen. See, it was mentioned what is research. Yes or no, Shravani?
Sir, wait a second. I'm coming, sir. Wait a second.
Okay. Let me show that PDF file. I will show that PDF file to you. Is it the same thing which I have forwarded to you? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now listen. So see, I should have all these concepts because somewhere I lost the PDF files. I have only this file. So I'm searching still. Okay. If I find, then I will send to you. Okay. See, listen. Let me show all those concepts which was included in the in this PDF file. See, introduction is there, characteristics of research is there, importance of research, objectives of research, qualities of good researcher, types of research. right? So up to here, which is covered each and every point over there. Okay, so they gave basic information. What is research, characteristics of research, importance of research, objectives of research, qualities of good researcher. So if you have some idea what is research, then if they ask any question based on that, you may write. That is my idea or intention to send this PDF file. Okay, but what you people are doing, so research concept, where is research concept? There is no research concept, but I have explained to you in the PPT.
I'm sorry to say, but the questions will come according to our syllabus, because we may get the question, what
That-
are the approaches to business?
Savani, that is what even I'm saying. That is what even I'm saying. In the PPT it was mentioned. It was not mentioned in the PDF.
That is
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me clarify. But types of research is there?
Yeah, it is there. Types of research is there.
Yes. Okay. Then again, in the types of research itself, okay, even various stages of research, it was also there. Process, which we are talking about. Okay, advantages of research, limitation of research, process of research, again various stages and process of research is a similar kind of one. Purpose of research, they included in the types of research, and in this process itself even research design. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Right? So don't worry, whatever the material which I'm forwarding to you, just refer. Okay, I will give my PPT also. Don't be hurry. I say to you already, right? So I will handhold up to this month end, and I will guide you what type of questions you will get and how to write with respect to BRM and even QABD also. Okay, clear, Stravani,
Okay, sir. Okay.
right?
Okay.
Shall we close the session?
Yes, sir.
So fine, tomorrow morning 10 to 12 QABD, again the same time 2 to 3 BRM. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I'm stopping sharing, and even let me stop even recording also. Okay, good day, we'll meet tomorrow. And as I already promised to you, I will forward one problem in simplex method, right? So please solve the problem and tell me the answer. And I'm getting answers from only 1 or 2 students only, so each and everyone has to solve the problems. If you practice, then only you are going to be get. And at the same time, even BRM also. So read material which I have forwarded to you. Okay, good day, we'll meet tomorrow.